fam, welcome back to my channel. Can you believe that it's officially June? I don't know where May went, but it was a disaster. Like, it was good, don't get me wrong. It was just very hectic, very busy. I just it started and then it was over in a blink of an eye, and I don't know what happened, but apparently I was there and it happened, and now we're in June. So I am very excited to start a new month. May was just, like I said, very busy, you know, adjusting between getting a horse and doing, you know, that schedule and figuring out, you know, squeezing that into my routine. And then we also adopted a barn cat, which has been great. But if you don't know how barn cats work, or you never had a barn cat, or if you do know how barn cats work, you have to like keep them contained in a space for 2 weeks so they learn that that's their home, and then you can let them out on the property and they'll stick around knowing like this is where home is, and then, you know, this is my turf or whatever. So we've also been having to take care of a barn cat on top of everything else, on top of Chelsea Brown Designs and Amplify Planner and our own pets and just having a life. So May was just a little bit hectic, especially just trying to find some sort of routine in the chaos. So let's just go ahead and dive into planning out June. You can see I've really done a lot with June. I have a DMV appointment on Wednesday, and that's really about it. So we'll just kind of dive into the monthly layout for the month of June. If you're new to like monthly plan with me, I do like to stick with a theme for the most part for the whole month. Usually around the end of the month I'll mix it up because I just want to try something new. But the beginning, you know, I'm very gung-ho. This is what I want to do. We're going to have a theme. It's going to be great. So for the month of June, I'm going to do the Boho Babe kit. And I've printed out a bunch of stickers for my weekly layouts and my daily layouts that all fit the Boho Babe themed kit. So this is obviously one of my kits, of course. And the cool thing about the Chelsea Brown Designs monthly kits is that they're undated, so you can use them for any month. I just kind of, you know, it was always just so hard to say goodbye to kits, you know, when they expired or whatever, and be like, okay, like, see you never again. And there were so many kits that I loved, and I was like, oh, you know, I really want to use that one for this month. Or another great example, you know, if you're in Australia, like, you're reversed from the United States or from, you know, the northern hemisphere, because our winter is your summer and your summer's our winter. And so everything was probably weird for you guys, and then being able to be like, okay, I can use whatever kit I want for whatever month, I'm sure has been very helpful. So I went ahead and placed the little top banners. I'm going to go ahead and do the days of the week next and just place all the stickers down. One of my cutting machines has a new blade and it's extra sharp, and so it's almost cutting all the way through, but I was like, these stickers are for me, so it's fine. So if you see me struggling with them, that's why. Sometimes it's hard with the machines because like they have a blade that you can set how deep it cuts, but you like set it on 0 and it'll still cut all the way through. And so they're tricky little machines, and sometimes you just kind of need to wear them down a little bit before they like actually start cutting out properly, because you simply can't tell them to cut any less and they still cut all the way through. So sticker shop problems. Okay, so here's my monthly layout all stickered. I'm gonna kind of go all over the place. I just remembered that I also wanted to fill out my tending list for June. I filled out my one for May. I don't really do the habit tracker part, so I just fold it and then it's smaller and it takes up less space on my desk. But as you can see, like I said, May was just, it flew by. I didn't get to my tending list. I'm just gonna rip this off really quick. I didn't get to my tending list until the middle of the month, and then it was over. So I think for the most part, I'm just gonna copy what I had for May into June, plus a couple extra things that I wrote on this sticky note, because that's just where I'm at right now. I am definitely, you know, there's some planner YouTubers out there and they're amazing and I give them lots of props for being on top of life. That's not me. So if you need a YouTuber that you're like, my life's a mess, your life's a mess, we're in this together, you found your channel, welcome, here we are. We're gonna get through it day by day. So I just always feel so pressured, you know, just having a planner YouTube channel with some of the bigger channels out there, that they just seem to have it together. You know, they plan their June, their month in advance, like 2 weeks before the month ends. And I just am like, yeah, June starts tomorrow. Great, let's film a video. You know, you do what you can and people will watch it because it's your own perspective and people can relate to you. So if you relate to me, let me know that I'm not alone and that sometimes things are just a mess and that's okay. So my tending list is all filled out. I do color code it, come here planner, based on my goals for the year that I figured out. If you, this is the power sheets. I guess I should explain that. I use the power sheets. I don't use it to a T again. Welcome aboard the chaos of life. But I do try to use it. So, you know, it's there and it does help. Sometimes, like I said, some months are better than others. May was a mess. It's fine. I color code it based on my goals that I figured out at the beginning of the year. And I always stick this in the front of my Amplify Planner so it's just easy to flip through and I remember what they are. So when I go through to color code, I'm like, oh, right, like try to incorporate at least one of each color into your monthly goals. So I have moving my sinking funds to Chase because I use PayPal, but PayPal's kind of glitchy. This has been on my tending list for honestly like 3 months now. It's just one of those simple things that I just need to sit down and do. But it's also just annoyingly complicated. You know, it's one of those things that's like technology, you can do better sort of situations. Another one is to try a new board game, just something fun for Ian and I to do together. I have ordered the board game and it did arrive. So we just need to schedule a day to like actually play it and just have a little like at-home date night. So that can totally happen. It just didn't happen in May, so I moved it over to June. Organize the back patio, that's been on our list as well. It's just been raining all the time. It's raining right now. I don't know what's going on, but it's constantly raining. And then it's just muddy and gross, and so I don't want to go work outside in the mud. Working on some email marketing for Chelsea Brown Designs, that's been a big one as well. Email marketing is just not my strong suit. I personally don't fall into email marketing. I don't check my emails. If you send me a marketed email, I don't open it. It's just not my thing, but I know it's a thing for a lot of people and I know it works really well. It's just not my thing. So doing it is a little tricky because I'm just like, I wouldn't open this. Why would somebody open this? But it works. I just need to do it. Make some Facebook ads for Amplify Planner, kind of revamp that up now that the academic season is upon us. I want to update the Chelsea Brown Designs website because I do actually have a website besides my Etsy shop and it just needs a little freshening up. We need to plan our anniversary trip because it's my 2nd anniversary in June. 2nd? Yes. 2020 just was weird, you know, I'm like, does that even count? So, you know, doing something fun for our 2nd anniversary trip. We need to get our Westphalia ready for camping season because we have a camping trip scheduled in June. The Q4 launch prep for Amplify Planner, we're launching our Q4 planners, so getting all the website photos, all the social media photos, all of that stuff. All my lights are dying. I will get that fixed here in just a second. organize some shelves at the barn because it's kind of an organized hot mess, and like physical organization spaces I love to do. I love organizing like closets and things like that. It's my thing. And then weekly action items, listen to the Allison IG for You course. That's kind of a CBD thing and an Amplify Planner thing. Budget by paycheck, update an Etsy listing, film a planner YouTube video, film a vlog YouTube video, and go on 2 walks per week because it's just good time, good quality time for Ian and I to spend together, especially now that things are just so hectic with a horse and everything. I feel like he's been really neglected because I'm just like, okay, working all day, okay, I need to go see the horse, okay, like let's eat dinner, okay, let's go to bed. That's how I feel like it's been. So just doing something for us to do together, even if it's just a walk around the block, you know, it's good quality time. So now I need to incorporate these goals into this thing. I'm gonna fix my lights and we can dive in. Okay, we have lights. So we have our blank monthly layout. Let's kind of add the things we need to add. I'm gonna add like our personal my personal work and to-do list items. If you want to get them done for me, that would be phenomenal. But I don't think that's gonna happen. And of course, my monthly focus is just to like find a routine, because that's been kind of my struggle lately, is just something's gonna give and I don't want to give, I don't want anything to give. So let's find a way to coexist with all the things we have to do. Perfect, so I'm gonna move that to the side. And next I'm gonna put in my like bills as well as our schedule, because like I said, we are going camping, or we do have a scheduled camping trip, so I want to make sure I put that in there. Let's see, what do I want to use? Do I want to use this green? I did pull some colors that matched the boho babe, so a bunch of them are the Crayola super tips, and then there's one random Sharpie S note that matches the boho babe kit really well. It's tricky with the super tips because there's no like numbers or things, so I can't be like, use marker 205. It's just like a random green and a yellow and a pink. But this is the coral like pinky color S note that matches pretty close to like this color. And then these are the Sharpie S, or the Sharpie super tips. Oh my gosh. Take a deep breath. These are the Crayola super tips. The colors that match the closest. So if you have the 100 pack, this is from the 100 pack. I don't know which ones they are, but they're these ones. So if you want them to match, that's the best I can really do for you. I think we'll use maybe this green for bills. And let's see, I'm just gonna kind of take a peek. So we'll do 1, 5. We'll start with that. I need to like just make a template so I can reference that every month instead of having to flip back and forth. But the flip back and forth method works well for me. Okay, so that's really the bulk of my monthly layout. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of just move on to my weekly layout. I do like to use this side of things for planning out what listings I want to update, new sticker designs, and like it's basically a big like Chelsea Brown Designs to-do list. But I'm gonna save that for later and just when I'm sitting in front of my computer actually looking at everything, come out with a game plan. I do actually have a little bit of it planned out in one of my pocket calendars. So this is a pocket calendar that I use for social media. This is actually kind of a new method for me. I was using something else, but I really like how small this is and that I can carry it around with me. But it has Amplify Planner social media schedule, Chelsea Brown Design social media schedule, YouTube videos I want to make, and then yeah, I have like the listings I want to update and new designs I want to add. So that's here. So I might transfer it to here. I'm trying to decide if I just want it in one place instead of two places, because then it gets a little redundant. So I'm going to kind of sit on this for a minute and see what I want to do. As far as the habit tracker, I'm not a habit trackerer. I'm just not. One thing I do like to do as far as habit tracking goes is like my move goal, my stand goal, and my exercise goal on my Apple Watch, because I can go back and see how I actually did. So that's nice because I won't keep up with it otherwise. So I'm just going to write that down really quick. It just works out so much easier if it's something that I can go back and actually see if I did or not. So yeah, that's really it for the monthly layout. I don't think I have anything else to really add. So let's go ahead and flip to the weekly layout. We'll move that little pencil guard to the side. And I did print out a weekly layout. There we go. Days of the week weekly. I'm not much of a variety pack one. I like everything to look the same. So I just picked one of my favorite patterns, and this is the green floral pattern. Oh, the Boho Babe is one of my favorite kits. When I released it, gosh, it was probably, was it last year? I think it was 2 years ago. I think this is a 2019 kit. I fell in love with it, and like I said, I was super bummed because back then monthly kits were only good for the month they were designed for. So it was just like, ugh, I can never use this kit again. And so I'm so happy that it's back and I can use it whenever I want. And it's just a nice little, to me, summer kit. And so I'm excited to use it for June. It was definitely a toss-up though, because I also really love the Palm Springs kit that I just released. And it was perfect because June is our anniversary month, and we had like a little like leaf theme, tropical foliage theme to our wedding. And so I was like, oh, that'll be perfect. But I was like, no. I had already made it up in my head that I was going to use the Boho Babe kit next. And so I will have to use the Palm Springs one soon because I love that kit. And who knows, maybe I'll get distracted and start using it halfway through June and then just use the monthly kit for a different month. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, so now that we have that set up, I might stick with green just because it's so pretty with everything else, and then it really matches. Just kind of do a little accent color with this green on some of the parts of this weekly spread. This green is very dark though. Oh well, it's pretty. Okay, so I added some green accents. It's very dark. I probably should have picked a different color, but too late now. One thing I like to do is I like to assign specific days for specific like themes. So Monday is like Chelsea Brown Design social media and like marketing. Tuesdays, Amplify Planner, social media and marketing. Wednesday and Thursday are design days. Friday is a designated Amplify Planner day. And then the weekends are just kind of open. So I'm going to add just what each day's theme is. I guess, is that what it's called? Theme? I don't know. And go from there. I also need to date this. And I will be working on Memorial Day. It's totally fine. I have no issues with that. Sometimes when you work for yourself, that's just what you have to do. So okay, and so here is my weekly layout. I kind of just went in and just filled things in really quick. It's sometimes just easier for me to just kind of brain dump and then go over instead of going over each day as I'm doing it. Mondays are usually just crazy busy. Chelsea Brown Designs, you know, it's a busy little shop, and the social media aspect, if anyone runs any social media stuff, it's definitely a lot. So lots of things to do on Monday. Tuesday, again, is kind of the same as Monday. It's just for Amplify Planner instead of for Chelsea Brown Designs. But I do have some extra stuff to wrap up from last week that I didn't get done, so Monday is going to be a little hectic. Wednesday, again, designing stuff. I do have some fun things to show you that I'm going to be testing out in this video to make sure just I like the size and the design. So you'll see a little sneak peek of that. The weekend, so Chili, our little barn cat, it's his 2-week acclimation period is up, so we can just like let him loose on the property. So I'm super nervous. I hope he sticks around. Obviously, it's a system that's worked. That's why they recommended it. But I have gotten a little attached to the furry guy, and I just, you know, I hope he does good. He was from the shelter, they were like, you know what, he's super aggressive. He's bitten people, we can't adopt him out, like he needs to be a barn cat, can you take him? And he's definitely been spicy, but he also has his really sweet moments, and so I do love the little guy, and I'm excited for his new life, and I am excited for him to get to stretch his legs because he's definitely done being cooped up in our little grain room and wants out, and we have a ton of mice, so he'll be busy. Kind of wrote down some of my goals for the week, what I want to get done. I did take that from here, and then just filled in what's coming up next week, a lot of bills and things like that, just little reminders of like, hey, don't forget, like, this is happening. So let's kind of move on to our daily layouts. I'm going to sticker them all first. I'm going to show you what I'm stickering with, and then we'll kind of go from there. For daily layouts, I really do plan the morning of / the night before. That's my thing. So I might add a sticky note here and there, but I'm not really plan the whole week in advance, especially when it comes to my daily layouts. And I'll admit my hand is getting a little tired from all the writing I've already done. So as far as stickers go, I do have the social media tracker free download from Amplify Planner. Let's see if I have one that's like a little more filled out. There should be, like I said, May was kind of a mess. Here we go. So here's kind of what a filled out one looks like. The coral color is Chelsea Brown Designs. The periwinkle is Amplify Planner, and I just kind of break it down into the different social media categories. So I have like Instagram story, the CBD Facebook group, the Passion Planner Facebook groups, and the Amplify Planner Facebook group, and then YouTube. Just making sure that I post consistently in those groups and that I'm not too repetitive. I like to try to post different things in different groups so it's not the same thing in all of the groups, and you're like, you know, on Facebook when you're scrolling and it's like, Chelsea Brown posted in 3 groups and it's like the same thing. I like to try to stagger it a little bit. And I try not to be too spammy, but I mean, it's hard. It is my job to sell stickers, and you know, that's the goal, sell more stickers. And as for Amplify Planner, it's definitely a little smaller just because we don't have to post in the other planner groups. We really just need to post in our planner group. So that's why it's so much smaller compared to Chelsea Brown Designs. Chelsea Brown Designs is just a little bit more intense. So that's a blank one. I'm going to fill it out. Did it stop recording? No, it's still recording. Sorry, I thought I heard it beep. I'm going to fill it out tomorrow. Just it kind of gets me like in the groove, in the headspace, you know, and if I fill it out now, I don't want to fill it out now. That's really what it comes down to. So for stickers, I have days of the week stickers that match the Boho Babe. There should be 5. There's probably 1 jumbled in here somewhere. And then I have a Freedom Box covers for the Boho Babe. There we go. I was like, I know it's in there. And then one thing I thought that might be fun for a sticker, I've been going back and forth on creating like daily kits and weekly kits for the Amplify Planner, but the hard part with the Amplify Planner is it's so open-ended. Like, it can be used so many different ways and for so many different things that it's kind of hard to like make a kit for it because everyone uses it so differently, especially the weekly layouts. I mean, some people use the weekly layouts as a planner, some people use them as a journal, some people use them as a social media tracker, some people use them as a mood tracker, some people use them as a meal plan, and there's just not, you know, or fitness, there's just not a way to make a universal kit besides offering what I already do in pieces that you guys can kind of order what you want. So again, going back and forth, do I make a kit, do I make a kit? Would people buy it? Yes, totally. I don't know. I feel like it's almost easier to order what you want than as a kit. Maybe that's just me. So I came out with these little like washi strips that are in the Boho Babe patterns, and there's an 8mm size, a 7mm size, a 6mm size, and a 5mm size. So that's kind of what I'm fiddling with. The 5mm size fits perfectly in these lines. The 6mm size, like I think it's either 6 or 7, fits right here or in these boxes. So I was just like, okay, if I add, you know, have a variety of sizes, you know, you can use it for different things, and it would obviously be universal for Amplify Planner and for Passion Planner. It just says Amplify Planner on the top because that's what I'm using, and this is just a little, you know, trial thing. So I'm testing it out in the daily layout to see how I like it. And then I have morning, afternoon, evening timeline covers. So again, this is where it gets a little tricky with offering, and then I just have an extra weekly. Offering kits for the daily layout, I want to do it, and I also don't want to do it. A, it's another thing to design, which is just part of my life, which is fine. But B, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of nice to be able to pick what you want, because then you'll know you'll use everything. Nothing's worse than ordering a kit and then not using everything. So let me know your thoughts if you're a kit user. I'm also not really a kit user. I use a monthly kit, but I will tell you right now, when I used Passion Planner, I never used one of my weekly kits. So weekly kits just aren't my thing. It's like with email marketing, you know? It's just not my thing. So let me know what your thoughts are when it comes to kits for the Amplify Planner, because the Amplify Planner is just a little tricky because it can be used so differently that it's hard to just be like, this is the one weekly kit. And I don't want to design 100 different weekly kits. It's not going to happen. You're going to get one, and that's it. Putting my foot down. It keeps me busy. Perfect. Oh, I like that coral on there. Okay, let me move some stickers out of the way. It is a sticker mess over here. And let's just do a quick little flip through. So monthly layout, weekly layout, daily, 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 minus a square, daily. I love it. I think this is going to be a fun little theme. Yes, so I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little, it probably wasn't very quick. It feels like it's been like 2 hours for me. But we'll see how quick it is after editing. I hope you enjoyed this quick little video of getting ready for June. I do want to start like a Monday. It'll be Monday for me, but obviously it'll get posted later because, you know, I have to edit it and upload it and all of that. Called like a Manic Monday, where it's a daily plan with me, or me filling out, you know, everything I need to get done on Monday, filling this out and like the rest of the dailies out and things like that. I just thought it'd be fun because Mondays are always crazy for me, and I don't know. I like to show you that it's not always sunshine and rainbows and everything happens perfectly. Mondays are crazy, and so let's just have like Manic Mondays together so we're not alone, you know? Everything's not Instagram picture perfect, okay? So I'm excited to kind of start that, and we'll see how it goes. Because again, Mondays are crazy and sometimes filming doesn't happen, but I'm going to try to happen. So that should be a new series starting tomorrow. Manic Monday daily plan with me videos. I will be filming more day in the life videos. I did get the rest of my passion planners in, so I need to do tab pairing with those, as well as a passion journal review. So you'll see that coming up. in the month of June, I also want to do a May favorites. I love like monthly favorite videos, and so I thought it'd be fun to show you my favorite things that I got in May and see if, you know, if you need them too. A lot of them aren't going to be planner related, so I don't know, see if you like it. And if there's anything else you would like to see me film, please let me know in the comments below. I will definitely try to add it to my agenda because I want to film things that obviously you want to see. So if you have any ideas, let me know. And as always, if you haven't already, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. It really does help my channel grow. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!